Hello, and a very good evening to all of you. How are you all? Am I audible to all of you? He who up sabko? Okay, that's great. That's great. Reena, she's here. My little young friend Reena is with me. Aliza is here. Hello, ma'am. Anita is here. Okay, so how are you all doing? It's raining here like anything, and rainy day makes me very, very happy. Monica is also here. Hi, Monica. Rainy days makes me very happy. Do you like rains? Do you get how much rain do you get in a year in the places where you are staying at the moment? आप जहाँ पे रहते हो वहाँ पे साल में कितना रेन्स आप लोगों को मिलता है? And how do you enjoy the rains? Do you enjoy rains? Okay, so Monica is saying that she does enjoy rains. Okay, so welcome to this session, another session of Spoken English Personality Development, Communication and Soft Skills Training on this Facebook Live page of SKD University, Hanumangarh, Rajasthan. With you, I am your trainer and your teacher, Parmita Dhar, streaming live from Kolkata. Well, time to learn something new today, and as you people had said yesterday, determiners, we will be doing determiners today for sure. But before that, we would also do something will actually restricts us from communicating well, which actually restricts us from communicating well. Now, what is that? What is that? Okay, so we will come to learn about that. But before I start, I'd like to tell you all that why don't you bring in your friends and your relatives and your sisters and brothers and cousins and so on and so forth, all in this particular live streaming, so that there is a bigger circle of learning and understanding. And we are all so thankful, at least I am personally absolutely thankful to SKD University Hanumangarh, because they have taken up this initiative to make people aware and learn about English communication, business communication skills, soft skills, personality development, spoken English, and that too free of cost. I mean, that is something they are doing for the education sector, for the academic brilliance of the students community of our country, and that's a commendable step, I would say. That's a commendable step from the SKT University. My warm and sincere regards to the people, to the VC, to other people, all the faculty members, students, all people who are from this university. I have been teaching for so many years now. I have not come across such an activity where they have made it open for anyone and everyone and free of cost. It's not that it is only free of cost for the students of the university. No, it is like free of cost for me. So my people here sitting in my home in Calcutta, they also watch it live on Facebook. There are some other people whom I know from various parts of the country. They do watch me, and they are in my personal contact. They keep on WhatsApping me कि ये सुना वो सुना, आपने ये कहा, आपने वो कहा. So this is the thing. This is the service that SKT University is given to the student community during this pandemic time, where self-development is very, very necessary. So all I can tell you is, आप अपने फ्रेंड्स को लेके आइए, अपने भाई बहन, कजन्स, बुआ, चाचा, सारे लोगों को लेके बैठिए, so that you all can learn. And in the process what will happen, as I tell you, an environment to speak in English, an environment to communicate in English will be created in your surrounding only. So this is what I wanted to tell you at the very beginning of the session today, because I thought I must tell you about this. Maybe many of you do not know that this is happening. So please do share, please do tell your friends, bring them, inspire them to come and be with you in a session with me and with all of us together, and we will be learning. As I always say, any session that we take and that you attend is always a mutual learning session. Namaste Priyanka, good evening. Himanshi, Vikas, good evening. Harpinder, hi Harpinder. Nirmala, hello Nirmala. Uh, Good evening, very, very good evening to all of you. Kanchan, Soni, Kamal, hi Kamal, Suhavna, Sarika Parekh, okay, BSc third year, Kishan Kumar, Rajinder, no, Rajinder is not in, I think that's for Anita, Hari Singh, Hari, hello Hari Singh, how are you? Purav Kaur, Dolly Yadav, hi, Dolly aa gayi hai, so Dolly, Iftikhar kaise ho, how are you? How are you? Right? So in this entire scenario, what I only wanted to tell you that communicate with people about this curriculum that happens every day at 5 o'clock on the Facebook live page of SKD University. All you need to do is go to your Facebook page, like SKD University, and start following it, and you will get the intimation when it is happening, right? You will get the notification when it is happening. So, my dear friends, one more thing, people attending the session regularly will certainly get a certificate of participation from SKD University. Now, how are you, ma'am? I'm great. Today I'm great. Yesterday I had a problem with the network and all, and I'm so thankful to all of you that you all actually supported me so much, and I could take the class with you all. चलो तो शुरू करते हैं आज का. जोशी, वरुण चावला, हाउ आर यू? क्या हो रहा है? व्हाट इज इट हैपनिंग? Why is it taking so much of time? Just a sec. Okay, I'm so sorry, my dear boys and girls. थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे, it is raining absolutely cats and dogs here, and the entire area is waterlogged. This is the first time I'm seeing waterlogging in the area where I stay. So there's a huge problem with internet. There's a huge problem with internet. आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट बट आई कैन नॉट हेल्प इट। आज मॉर्निंग से बहुत बारिश हो रही है और सुनने में आया है कि ये कल तक चलेगा। पता नहीं क्या होता है। ओके, नाउ आई एम शेयरिंग समथिंग विथ यू। आई बिलीव दैट इज visible, right? Common barriers to effective communication। देखो शायद मतलब even our fate wanted us to come across a barrier। अभी मैं आपसे कॉमन बैरियर्स ऑफ इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में बात कर रही थी और अभी मेरा इंटरनेट का प्रॉब्लम हो गया। द प्रॉब्लम इज फ्रॉम माय साइड, सो माय सिंसियर अपॉलॉजीज, बट आई कैन नॉट हेल्प इट बिकॉज ऑफ द कंडीशन आउट हियर, right? So that is a barrier, a technical barrier, you can say। Barrier means rukawate, barriers means problems, hurdles that we come across। Okay, now regardless of the type of communication, whether it is verbal, non-verbal, written, listening or visual, if we do not communicate effectively, we put ourselves and others at risk। Besides physical and technical barriers, there are 6 barriers to effective communication every employee and manager should strive to eradicate। So when I say employee and manager, we all are employees and managers somewhere or the other, or we will become one in the future, right? So एक है physical barrier, जो शायद अभी आप लोगों के साथ मेरा हो रहा है। We are not physically in the same place, but the virtual media has brought us physically closer, right? And the technical barrier, I mean, before I could make you understand, मैं आपको समझाती, उससे पहले टेक्निकल बैरियर खुद से आपको समझा दिया कि क्या होता है जब इंटरनेट कनेक्शन एक वर्चुअल क्लास में नहीं होता है। So that's an example of a technical barrier। Now dissatisfaction, dissatisfaction or disinterest with one's job। Now this I always tell to people around me, all the students around me, that the moment you start studying and you start finding an interest, you will never have to look back। You will never have to look back। So whatever you are doing, whether you are solving a mathematics paper, you are trying to learn English, you are trying to do a project, you are going for a job, the moment you are happy about it, वो काम करना आपको अच्छा लगने लग जाए, जब भी आपका काम मानो more than half हो गया है। So the disinterest and dissatisfaction अगर आपके जॉब में रहेगा, job means anything that we do। अगर if I am a housewife and my work is to take care of the house, that is my job। The problem is we do not take care, we do not think that that is a job। हम लोगों को नहीं लगता है कि वो एक जॉब है, but that is also a job because the word job means to do something। Unfortunately, people who stays back at home and does everything for the house and for the family and for people around, they do not, their job work is never recognized, है ना? आप घर पे देखोगे आपके मम्मी काम करती है, nobody recognizes। But अगर मम्मी का दिल उठ जाए उस काम से, तो you will not get your food, you will not get your clothes cleaned and ironed, you will not get a good house to live, you will not have a peaceful environment to live। So any job one is doing till such time they find it satisfying and interesting, it is always a better job। And any job that we do, कोई भी काम जब हम लोग करें तो उसको क्या करते हैं, उसको जॉब कहते हैं, राइट? और वहां पे कम्युनिकेशन का होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। Anything that you do, anything, do you agree with me? Anything that we do needs a lot of communication। Namaste Sadhvir, namaste Poonam। Oh Kavita, you are also facing the same issue? I do not know। See, it's again started to pour। yeah, तो anything जो भी हम लोग करते हैं, अभी हम लोग क्लास ले रहे हैं, हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, कम्युनिकेशन है, इसके बाद शायद आप लोग 6 बज जाएंगे, आप चाय पियोगे, थोड़ा सा ब्रंच या आई मीन इवनिंग स्नैक्स यू विल टेक, दैट आल्सो रिक्वायर्स कम्युनिकेशन. सो इफ in that particular situation you feel dissatisfied and disinterested, the communication will never be a proper communication. Okay, वहां पे communication barrier आ जाएगा. Right? Second, inability to listen to others. Inability to listen to others. लिसनिंग का मैंने एक बहुत सारा लंबा सेशन किया था आप लोग के साथ. जो लोग आप थे उन्होंने अटेंड किया, समझा, क्वेश्चंस की. और जो लोग नहीं थे उस सेशन में, आप लोग प्लीज एसकेडी यूनिवर्सिटी के पेज में जाइए, फेसबुक पेज में जाइए और वहां से देखिए. एक्टिव लिसनिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अनलेस एंड अंटिल वी लिसन, क्या होगा वहां पे? What will happen there? People will not be able to continue with the communication. आप तभी मेरे से बात कर सकते हैं, मुझे चैट बॉक्स में मैसेज भेज सकते हैं जब आप मेरे बात को सुन रहे हैं, when you are listening to me, right? So you cannot engage with someone if you are not listening to them, because you will end up making assumptions. आप कुछ इधर उधर की बात सोचेंगे और आपको लगेगा कि आप सही बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन कम्युनिकेशन वहां पे अफेक्टेड होगा. राइट? सो दैट इज अनदर थिंग, inability to listen to others. So it is very important for us. अगर कुछ भी काम हम लोग ठीक तरीके से करना चाहते हैं तो सुनना, we have to make use of our listening process and of our ears. Sunna, because if I do not listen, I will not be able to respond. Right? At the same time, if people doesn't listen to me, अगर लोग मेरी बात को नहीं सुनते हैं तो वो भी मेरे बात को रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर सकेंगे. लैक ऑफ ट्रांसपेरेंसी एंड ट्रस्ट. अगर मुझे हर समय जब हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं या हम लोग कुछ पढ़ रहे हैं, अगर हर समय हम लोगों को लगे कि ये आदमी झूठा है, ये आदमी गलत बोल रहा है, ये आदमी बोल कुछ रहा है, करेगा कुछ और, तो क्या होगा? What will happen then? We will not be able to focus on the content. Rather, we will be focusing on finding out the errors. ये जो मन में एक धारणा है, एक विश्वास है कि ये आदमी गलत कर रहा है, ये आदमी गलत बोल रहा है, वो उसको साबित करने के लिए हमारा ध्यान कम्युनिकेशन से हट के कहीं और चला जाएगा. राइट? So lack of transparency and trust. And the other thing is communication style. अच्छा, ये बहुत important है. See, हम लोगों का we all come from different backgrounds. ये ना, मैं थोड़ा सा sharing बंद करके आप लोगों को देख के, if you see people, you get to communicate well. Oh, Rinku Vishnoi, yes, my dear, thank you so much. I just hope you're fine, ma'am. Oh, I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Rinku. Thank you for this concern. Okay, now the style of communication. हम लोग जितने सारे लोग यहाँ पे हैं, मैं हूँ, मेरे साथ और एक जन है एसकेडी यूनिवर्सिटी से जो मुझे टेक्निकली सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पे रिया है, फिर रिंकू है, फिर पूनम भारद्वाज है, सदवीर सिंह कौर सिद्धू है, कविता है और बहुत सारे लोग हैं. राइट? ये नाम मुझे अभी दिख रहे हैं मेरी स्क्रीन पे. हम लोगों का अलग अलग अपब्रिंगिंग है, हम लोग अलग अलग जगह पे बड़े हुए हैं, अलग अलग फैमिलीज में बड़े हुए हैं, तो हमारा सोच विचार सारा कुछ हमारी फैमिली, हमारी स्कूलिंग, हमारे कॉलेज, हमारे एसोसिएट्स के तरह से है. So I am not a duplicate or a clone or a twin of Poonam. Poonam is not of Sadhvir, Sadhvir is not of Kavita, and so on and so forth. So the way I speak is something, maybe you do not speak in that way, or the kind of words that I say. Every person has, we have our own word bank जो हम लोग पोटली में लेके घूमते हैं. वो दिखाई नहीं देता है, वो कहीं पे रहता है हम लोग के साथ, राइट? और उसी पोटली से निकाल निकाल के हम लोग वर्ड्स ढूंढते हैं, है ना? तो उसमें क्या होता है? उसमें यही होता है कि हम लोगों को एक दूसरे को समझने के लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है. जैसे मुझे लगता है आई स्पीक ओके एवरेज हिंदी, राइट? बट मैं ये हिंदी ना यहाँ पे वेस्ट बंगाल में चल जाता है. इफ आई गो टू नॉर्थ ईस्ट वहां पे भी चल जाएगा. बट इफ आई गो टू से नॉर्दर्न इंडिया, हरियाणा, राजस्थान, उत्तर प्रदेश, ऑल दिस प्लेसेस विद दिस हिंदी, तो आप लोगों को लगेगा ना कि मैम का हिंदी थोड़ा सा टूटा फूटा है, because we all communicate in a different way. So accepting that difference is very important. Very important. Right? The moment we accept the other person in his or her way, उसके हिसाब से जब हम लोग उसको एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, तब कम्युनिकेशन बैरियर्स कम हो जाते हैं, तब कम्युनिकेशन में प्रॉब्लम्स कम आते हैं. Am I clear to all of you? So if I think that Sadhvir will speak like me or Rohit will speak like me, or Rohit thinks कि मैम तो मेरे जैसा बात नहीं करती है, या हरपिंदर सोचती है कि कोमल का बात करने का तरीका मेरे जैसा नहीं है, तब प्रॉब्लम होगा. मनु वर्मा, हाय मनु, हाय रोहित, तब प्रॉब्लम होगा. तो इस जजमेंट को अगर हम लोग अलग रख सकते हैं तो communication becomes quite an interesting stuff. Then I go back to my previous point, dissatisfaction and disinterest. Disinterest communication में और भी किसी तरह से होता है. मान लो कि अगर मुझे अभी कोई बोले कि आप मैथ्स का क्लास लो, I will be utterly dissatisfied and disinterested. Why? Because that is not my area. मुझे वो knowledge नहीं है. So if I'm lacking in knowledge, I will be dissatisfied. I will be disinterested. Hi Rekha. Right? So बहुत सारा reasons होता है dissatisfied के लिए. I am failing time and again. लगता है कि छोड़ ही देते हैं, मोटिवेशन कम हो जाता है. Exactly. I totally agree with Dr. Rajesh Kaswan. Hello, Dr. Rajesh. Very good platform provided by Shri Kushal Das University, free of cost to the students. Absolutely. And it is not restricted, since it is in the virtual medium, it is not restricted only to that geographical boundary. यही बात मैं आपको at the very beginning of the session I was trying to tell you. So while doing it, what are we trying to Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. It really takes a big heart to teach the little mind, right? That is what I feel. Teachers, they don't teach from their minds. Yes, of course, their knowledge is in their mind. But the way they teach from their heart. And that is why I always say that whenever I'm with people who are attending my sessions, who are, communicating with me, interacting with me regarding communication, English speaking, writing, whatever, I get some energy. So that is the positivity of being a teacher. That's the best thing of being a teacher, right? तो अगर हम लोगों को कुछ ऐसा करने को मिले जो हमें करना अच्छा लगे, तब इंटरेस्ट एंड सैटिस्फैक्शन खुद से आ जाती है. But saying so, at class 10, at class 12, at graduation level, we actually have to do a lot of things which we don't like doing. जैसे मुझे मैथ्स करना कभी नहीं अच्छा लगता था, लेकिन करना तो पड़ता था till class 10, and after that I was in humanities, so I didn't have to do, right? किसी को इतिहास पढ़ना अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, कौन किसके साथ कहाँ पे युद्ध किया होगा उसको नहीं अच्छा लगता है, तो वहां पे क्या होता है, वहां पे disinterest hota hai. So always try to do that things you like to do. When I'll do a personality development class, perhaps from next week I will do one personality development class every alternate day. I always tell people, there are maybe 4 subjects you are reading, you are studying in your college, right? उसमें से एक सब्जेक्ट आपको अच्छे से नहीं आता है, एक बहुत अच्छा आता है, और 2 आप मैनेज कर लेते हो. You should give more emphasis to these 3. जो बहुत अच्छा आता है उसको और अच्छा करो, ताकि उस पे आपको कोई नहीं बीट कर पाए, और 2 जो आप मैनेज कर सकते हो उसको भी थोड़ा सा डेवलप करो, ताकि वो आप उसको भी लेके आगे बढ़ सकते हो. तो 3 सब्जेक्ट्स टेकन केयर ऑफ, द 4th one will be taken care of automatically, because end of the day it is the aggregate. तो उसको आप थोड़ा ध्यान देके स्ट्रेटेजिकली, पढ़ाई में भी स्ट्रेटेजी होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, स्ट्रेटेजिकली उसको डील करो, राइट? सो इज इट कम्युनिकेशन, राइट? सो understanding different types of communication is very important. Conflicts in workplace, we all come across this. Even when you go to a college or a school, किसी ना किसी के साथ कहीं ना कहीं पे conflict हो ही जाता है, होना very natural है. I'm not saying that it is mandatory that you will come across a conflict, but at the same time conflict हो जाना is quite natural. सबका सब कुछ शायद आपको अच्छा ना लगे, you might not like, or maybe there is a miscommunication with people. How to resolve that conflict is again a very, very important issue in communication. Conflict resolution सिर्फ communication से होता है, Conflict means, what is the Hindi term of conflict? क्या कोई मुझे please help करेगा? Exact term of conflict हिंदी में. Conflict means लड़ाई, conflict means बात ना बनना. I understand all these things, but the exact term of conflict I really do not know, so I'm sorry I'm not being able to make you understand that. Okay, so that is another thing, right? So when we have conflict, now if we have a conflict, किसी से मेरी बन नहीं रही है, what do I do? उसके साथ जाके लड़ाई करूं बच्चे जैसे स्कूल में करते हैं? नहीं. When we grow up, जब हम लोग बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, ऑफिशियल कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, या प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, झगड़ा हाँ काइंड ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हमारे अंदर भी होता है, राइट? When we are not being able to decide on to something or anything like that, वो हमारे अंदर भी होता है ना? तो वो भी है एक बात. तो उसको कैसे डील किया जाए, उसको कैसे डील किया जाए, टकराव झगड़ा जो भी हो, उसके लिए भी हमें स्ट्रैटेजी सोचना होगा, राइट? हाउ डू आई स्पीक टू द पर्सन, कविता आप क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं? इट्स नॉट वेरी क्लियर फ्रॉम योर सेंटेंस, लेकिन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू मीन कि किसी के साथ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो जाती है. Is that what you mean to say? Yes, दुविधा, absolutely. See, Dolly Yadav, thank you, Dolly. That is also a kind of a barrier to communication. How to come out of that? That is what we have to understand, right? खुद से बात करें. In conflict management, in conflict management, intrapersonal communication is very very important. Intrapersonal communication बहुत 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 ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है. खुद से बात करो, पहले समझो कि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट का कारण क्या है. कभी कभी you also do not get the कारण of the conflict, that is all there, लेकिन जो भी है उसको ढूंढने की कोशिश करो. Am I clear, my dear boys and girls? Am I clear to all of you? Okay, now let me again share. And then comes cultural differences and language. Oh my God, this is so very important. So very important. Just go through the headline, the title of this slide, cultural differences and languages. I will now come to you because, if I do not see you, yes ma'am. अच्छा, किस बारे में yes ma'am? किस बारे में यस मैम, ये थोड़ा अगर कोई लिख दे तो अच्छा होगा. बहुत सारा यस मैम मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है, लेकिन क्यों ये यस हो रही है मुझे नहीं पता चल रहा है. सो देयर इज अगेन अ बैरियर इन कम्युनिकेशन. अच्छा, लैंग्वेज एंड कल्चर. वी ऑल आर एब्सोल्युटली possessive about our own language, aren't you? खुद की भाषा के लिए हम लोग सारे लोग पोजेसिव होते हैं, है ना. मुझे लगता है कि बांग्ला में बात करें, आपको लगता है कि हिंदी में बात करें, किसी और को लगता है कि उसकी जो भाषा हो उसमें बात करें. एंड दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली फैंटास्टिक. नो प्रॉब्लम इन दैट. ओके, राजेंद्र बेसु. ओके, फाइन. द लास्ट वन. लेकिन खुद की भाषा को मान्यता देने की कोशिश में अगर मैं किसी और की भाषा को नीचा दिखाऊं, कम्युनिकेशन बैरियर, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, डिसइंटरेस्ट, फाइटिंग, एवरीथिंग विल हैपन. और वहां पे कुछ भी हो जाए, प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन वहां पे कहीं नहीं होगा. अगर मैं बोलूं कि आप सिर्फ मेरे भाषा में ही बात कीजिए, क्या आपको ये अच्छा लगेगा? हाँ या ना बोलो. अगर मैं बोलूं कि आप सिर्फ मेरे से ना बांग्ला में बात करो, मुझे नहीं हिंदी में बात करना है, मुझे नहीं इंग्लिश में बात करना है, और मैं बोलूं कि ये गलत भी है, आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ मेरे भाषा में बात करनी है, या फिर आप मुझे बोलो कि मैम आप सिर्फ हिंदी में बात कीजिए, आपकी बात आप हिंदी में नहीं बात करते तो हम लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है. So when we become too possessive about our language and we become disrespectful towards the other language, that creates a lot of communication barrier, right? We have seen it all around the world, right? Bangladesh is a country who fought a war only for their mother language. I do not know how many of you know the story of Bangladesh liberation of Bangladesh, 1971 war, but the only reason they fought a war with East Pakistan at that point of time was because of their language. The only country, and that is why 21st of February, which is celebrated as Bhasha Divas in Bangladesh, has been recognized by UN as International Day for Mother Language. So you can understand how important language is when it comes to communication, right? On 21st of February, there was a shooting in Dhaka University. Students died just to save their language, Bangla language, right? Anyway, that's a story I will tell you some other day if I have time, but I'm just trying to mention this story here because I want you people to understand how sensible language is, right? Saying so, the other important thing, which is also related to language is our culture. And what does our culture include? Our culture includes our food habits, our religious beliefs, our clothing, our lifestyle. Right? राइट तो अगर मैं कुछ खाऊं, अगर उसकी बुराई आप करें, कम्युनिकेशन बेरियर. अगर आप कुछ खाएं और मैं बोलूं कि नहीं 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 वो तो बहुत खराब है, दैट क्रिएट्स अ कम्युनिकेशन बेरियर. सो कम्युनिकेशन बेरियर को कम करने के लिए वी हैव टू बी रिस्पेक्टफुल towards other languages, towards other culture, towards other लाइफस्टाइल एज अ होल. है ना? यहाँ पे बहुत सारे लोग हैं. कोलकाता स्पेशली बीइंग अ वेरी वेरी कॉस्मोपॉलिटन cities, there are various types of people eating various kinds of food, you know. We have a Jewish bakery, very famous. We go there to buy cakes and cookies and biscuits and patties and all. We have the Muslim people serving the best of biryani in the world. We have the Bengalis preparing the best sweets, right? मिठाई, सबसे अच्छा मिठाई बनाने वाले भी यहीं पे है. तो अगर ये सब मिलजुल के ना रहे, there will be cultural conflict, there will be language conflict, there will be communication conflict, right? और इन सबको, और ये सारा चीज ना हम जहां पे भी जाएंगे वहीं पे भी होगा. आप क्लास में बैठे हो 10 जन एक साथ, कोई टिफिन खोलता है, वहां से ढोकला निकलता है, कोई टिफिन खोलता है, वहां से लूची निकलता है. यू नो व्हाट इज लूची? लूची इज द बंगाली वर्जन ऑफ पूरी. कोई खोलता है तो वहां से कबाब निकलता है. तो इफ आई से कि ये गंदा है और ये ठीक है, देन द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रिजल्ट्स. सो कम्युनिकेशन, मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया है कि जो मैं बोलती हूँ, जो मेरे मुंह से निकलता है, of course that is a communication. Of course that is a communication. But at the same time, what else is communication? What I don't say. कल मैंने आप लोगों को साइलेंस समझाया था. आप लोग बॉडी लैंग्वेज जानते हैं, मेरी फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन से जो पता चलता है, that is communication. That is also a very very important part of communication. Okay? So this was yes, Rasgulla, right. शीशपाल सिंह, नमस्ते. तो यहाँ पे आई जस्ट पुट एन एंड टू कम्युनिकेशन बेरियर. कम्युनिकेशन बेरियर को संभालने के लिए, उसको हैंडल करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? फिजिकल बैरियर को हैंडल करने के लिए आपको फिजिकली कुछ काम करना होगा. सपोज मैं यहाँ पे काम कर रही हूँ आप लोगों के साथ, दिस इज माई जॉब एट दिस मोमेंट, आई एम बीइंग विथ यू. मेरा लैपटॉप का कैमरे में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, यू कैन नॉट सी मी. ओके, सो व्हाट डू आई नीड टू डू? आई नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ इट, राइट? मुझे किसी का फोन आ जाए, व्हाट डू आई नीड टू डू? आई नीड टू पुट इट ऑन साइलेंट मोड, right? ये physical distraction है. Technological distraction, I need to take help from the technical help sitting there at SKD University's end. उनसे मेरी हर शाम को बात होती है कि कैसे किया जाए, क्या किया जाए, right? And when the barriers are inside me, जो आज मैंने आप लोगों को दिखाया है, which I have to handle it on my own, like my dissatisfaction, my disinterest, my non-cooperation towards or my closeness towards some cultures, a different culture, a different language, or say perhaps conflicts in the workplace, or lack of trust issues, ये सब मुझे अपने से समझ के स्ट्रेटेजाइज करके ठीक करना होगा. और उसके लिए सबसे पहले क्या चीज है? सबसे पहले वी नीड एन ओपन माइंड. पहले अगर मैं ये जज करने बैठ जाऊं कि दिस इज राइट, दिस इज रॉन्ग, आई विल नेवर बी एबल टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट बैरियर. But if I think, okay, let me understand what is it. So you have to give yourself time, you have to give the other person some time, and then and then only it will become successful. Okay, so when you talk to someone from next time onwards, when you talk to someone, make sure that you do not go with a closed mind. You do not go with a closed mind. You actually go there with an open mind to learn, to understand, right? And these all are very, very important. These all are very, very important to be a good communicator. Okay? Chalo. The next thing that is I'm going to share with you is determiners. कल मुझे रीना ने बताया था परसों, तो आज determiners करते हैं. चलिए. So what is a determiner? And the sound that comes at the beginning of a noun phrase, जो noun से पहले आते हैं, जैसे कि my sister, the book, right? A few people, a lot of problems. Determiners and quantifiers are words we use in front of nouns. We use determiners to identify things like this book, my sister, and we and we use quantifiers to say how much or how many. Quantifier comes from the term quantity, or determiners comes from determine, or determine means to identify which one this highlighter, right? That phone, okay, like that, which determines, tells कि वही है. ठीक है? The two main categories of determiners are general and specific. General means many dogs were barking last night. Few people came to my house. And specific means my bird was singing all day. This is the mobile I want to buy. That is the house where we live. Okay, so we use general words that you can't remember. The specifics are not referring to a specific person. That is general determiners like are, a, and, many, other, what, etc. Right? I will buy a new pen. Which pen I do not know. Right? So a new pen I will buy. Second is use specific words to refer to something specific. Like my, your, his, her. His dog is very naughty. His dog is very naughty. Coming before the noun, that is dog. Okay, simple है ये, बहुत ही simple है, लेकिन yes, I must say that if we do not ये थोड़ा सा, I think, is it visible to you? Yeah, I think now. If we do not practice or brush up over the time, we actually forget. So there are 4 types of determiner words in the English language. These types are known as articles, demonstrative and possessives, and quantifiers. Right? Articles such as words like a, and, the. Demonstrative words like this, these, that, and those. Quantifiers are many, much, lot, most, some, any, none, even none. A possessive pronoun is a clarifying word. For instance, my, yours, his, hers, their. Please keep that in your mind, right? And always remember my, yours, his, hers, theirs. Right? These are possessive pronouns. And as bonus, you can even call numbers such as 1, 10, 20 clarifying words. So these are determiners. These are all about determiners that I wanted to share with you. And now we will see if there is any question. Now, have you understood determiners? Have you understood determiners? Tell me that. Hmm? What are the four types of determiners? Articles, demonstratives, possessives, and quantifiers. Articles, articles, demonstrative, possessive, and quantifiers. Right? Can I have one examples from each one of it? Can I please have examples? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Acha. Reena Chaudhary, what did you write, my dear? Mm, difference between possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. A possessive adjective is always followed by a noun. A possessive adjective is always followed by a noun, like my brother, his dog. Okay, but a possessive pronoun can be like used without a noun, like this dog is hers. So here, hers is the possessive pronoun. Hers is the possessive pronoun. This is mine. This is mine bag is incorrect, my dear. This is my bag or this bag is mine. This book is mine. Absolutely. The sun rises in the east. Yes. Yes, article. Right. Right. Very good. Very good. So, isn't it on this very easy? On this very easy. Say for example, if I give an example, we went to their house yesterday. We went to their house yesterday. Right? We went to their house yesterday. So, is it a possessive? Which one is the determiner here? Tell me. We went to their house yesterday. Which one is the determiner? Anyone? Anyone? Please tell me. How much water we drink in a day? So, yes, there, absolutely, Kavita. Kavita, thank you. How much water we drink in a day? Isme, what do you want to say that? Yes, there I understand. Say for example, I give you I give you an exercise, say, and there I say I would like to ask dash questions. I would like to ask dash questions. What will I put it in the dash? What will I put in the dash? What will I put in dash? I will like to ask dash question. So dash में क्या होगा? Dash में क्या होगा? I would like to ask dash questions. Dash पे क्या होगा? मैं लिखूं क्या? Do I write this for you? Some? Yes. I would like to ask a few questions. A few questions. Some questions. Okay, very good. I did not find dash there. I did not find dash there. How do I say so? वो dash पे हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? I did not find dash there. Tell me. Tell me, my dear boys and girls. I did not find anyone there. Anyone there. What kind of a determiner is it? Anyone there? What kind of a determiner is it? Specific or general? Specific or general? Tell me that. Specific or general? Tell me that. I did not find anyone there. Is it a specific determiner or a general determiner? इतना बता दो मुझे. General. Why general? Why general? Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Reena Chaudhary, you are correct. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Monica. Monica. Good. Good. She doesn't have dash friends. She doesn't have dash friends. She doesn't have dash friends. Many friends. She doesn't have many friends. She doesn't have many friends. So, no. Any फिर तो friends नहीं होता, friend होता. मैंने friend में एक s भी जुड़ा है. So, she doesn't have many friends. Clear है बच्चा? Many, many. It won't be any, it would be many. Plural है ना? There's a plural friends. Okay. Okay, right. So this is about a little bit of determiners, right? I would like to give you another tip today about English, learning English. Right? Do you like to listen to Hindi movie songs? Do you like to listen to Hindi movie songs? Yes? Yes. Acha. Who's your favorite singer? Arijit Singh, Apon, और कौन-कौन है? सोनू निगम, right? और उनका कोई भी गाना, एक गाना which you really like to hum along. हाँ, एक गाना, कुछ भी अरिजीत सिंह का एक गाना ले लो. Yes, Kavita says that she likes Arijit Singh's music and song. कुछ भी, एक भी गाना, whatever, मतलब मेरे दिमाग में नेहा कक्कर, okay, नेहा कक्कर, fine. किसी का भी एक गाना ले लो और उसको गुनगुनाओ. जैसे कि मैं एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. मुझे ना आजकल के गाने उतना नहीं याद रहता है because I hardly get any time to listen to the new songs. You know, today is Kishore Kumar's birthday. आपको पता है, आप लोगों को पता है, today is Kishore Kumar's birthday, right? So, let me take one song of Kishore Kumar, a very common song, a very popular, famous song of Kishore Kumar. Say, for example, जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. ठीक है, ये गाना आप लोगों ने सुना है? Have you ever listened to this song? जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. जुबिन नौटियाल. हाँ, चलो ठीक है, अभी गाने पे ध्यान दो. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. 2 लाइन, so popular, so vibrant, right? तो इस 2 लाइन को क्या हम लोग इसको ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं? Can we translate these 2 lines? Can we translate these 2 lines? So Kavita is saying it's a favorite one. So how do you translate? Zindagi ek safar hai suhana. Life is a journey so beautiful. You can always do it in some other way. Yaha kal kya ho kisne jana. No one knows what's await tomorrow. No one knows what's await tomorrow. Life is a journey so beautiful, no one knows what awaits tomorrow. Right? तो ऐसे करके क्या होगा? It's a kind of a game, you know. You can keep on doing it. You can keep on doing it, right? And in the process, what happens? You start playing with words. You start playing with new, with the language. रोज गाते हैं मनु जी, अरे वाह क्या बात है. You start playing with the language, right? ऐसे करो, मतलब make the learning of English language fun, interesting. जो आपको करना अच्छा लगे. मैं अगर बोलूं कि रोज 2 पेज न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ के उसका ट्रांसलेशन करो, आई बिलीव नो इट्स नॉट लॉस्ट. तुम थोड़ा कोशिश करना, रिदम में रख के कोशिश करना, राइट? तो वही तो मजा है. एंड यू नो, slowly you will understand how funny, how beautiful, how interesting it is. And in the process what will happen? आपको कहीं जाके रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो में उसको रिकॉर्ड नहीं करना है, सीडी नहीं निकालना है उसका. In the process you learn the language, my dear boys and girls. मतलब I am just trying to give you weird ideas, various ideas. यहाँ से वहां से इधर से उधर से ढूंढ के आइडियाज मैं निकालती हूँ आप लोगों के लिए, so that you come close to the language. मैंने एक क्लास में कहा था आप लोगों को, मैं फिर से उसको दोहराती हूँ. ओह वेरी गुड रीना. मैं फिर से आपको दोहराती हूँ. किसी चीज को जानने के लिए, सीखने के लिए, समझने के लिए उससे दोस्ती करना बहुत ही जरूरत है. कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अगर रहेगा ना मन में, दुविधा, किसी ने ये कहा अभी आज के क्लास में कि इफ आई हैव दैट दुविधा मेरे मन में कि मेरे से तो इंग्लिश नहीं होगा, नहीं आज नहीं, कल करेंगे, कल नहीं परसों करेंगे, तो कभी उससे बाहर आके हम लोग नहीं कर सकते हैं कुछ भी, राइट? सो हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ में उसके साथ फ्रेंडशिप करना होगा. तो क्या मैं करूँ? 1 घंटा इंग्लिश के लिए अलग रखूँ. इफ यू कैन कीप इट, absolutely fantastic. But if you cannot keep it, you have your studies, if you have your admission seasons coming up, so on and so forth, तो क्या होगा? तो जो होगा, अब डे टू डे वर्क में आप इंग्लिश को इन्वॉल्व कीजिए. Integrate English with your everyday life. Then only you will be able to learn it easily in a fun manner, without any pressure, without any conflict, right? So that is it from me for this session. For today's session, I'll be seeing you day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I would not be able to see you in the class. So tomorrow you practice something and we will discuss about it on Friday's class. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we will be discussing about it on Friday's class. And you take very good care of yourself. Keep learning English. English is a fantastic language. The moment you start, speaking in English with confidence, you see you are a changed person altogether. Till then, take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.